It's my life. Chapter 12. The Final Battle. Ratman and I were going through the air ducts, quack, to get Shell Gladys layer where the final showdown would be. Wheatley was growling and trying to be scary because he didn't have weapons, so he was like our cheerleader. We entered the layer and saw Shell Gladys building turrets, but these ones were special because they could walk around and shoot and stuff. Intruder! One of the turrets called to Shell Gatos. Shell Gatos looked at me with all the angry she ever had. Then she seed Ratman and got more angry. Shell Gatos taked out her portal gun, which was modified to shoot bullets, like a real gun, but called shoot portals to just in case. She fired the portal gun and it hit Ratman with a boom, and I thought he was dead for sure. But Ratman got it up. Shelly GLaDOS, you can't hurt me because he pulled down his pants, and I saw that he had replaced his man thingies with the Space and Rick cores. I've got balls of steel. That's from a game called Duke Nukem Forever. It's funny. The Space Core was still thing he was in space, but Rick was mad at being one of Ratman's tentacles. Shell Gatos shooted another portal under Ratman's feet, and he was sucked into space. No, don't do anything. You are my daughter, Shell, Ratman yelled as he got sucked in. Dun dun dun. That's Shell Gatos. Oh, but they say it at the same time, so.
OMG how? Thanks for talking in tandem with me, Shell Gatos. It worked out all great. Yeah, awesome time.
It's all started out a long time ago. Ratman gave us the down low as he was just barely hanging on to the portal. I used to work for Gabe Johnson after he changed his name to Gabe in honor of his dead brother. Oh, that's not Gabe Johnson. Ratman, what? Okay. Okay. Where was I? Darylon was got shot as you know Marissa and was put in a robot body that was called GLaDOS. Shell GLaDOS mouthed at it. At his shocking words, Gabe knew he would have two daughters named Marissa and Shell, but since GLaDOS was a prototype, she and Gabe couldn't make baby normal way and instead used the artificial insemination and grew test tube babies. But there was a mix-up in DNA. My DNA got used instead of Gabe's for one of the tubes. That tube was Shell. Then Ratman couldn't hold on any longer and fell into space and died. Then Shell Gatos started shacking and looked funny. Shell was fighting back against GLaDOS' control. I almost because Shell's brain damage was cured, so now I couldn't put her out of her misery, lol.
But I can't kill you, Shell. You're my sister. There must be another way.
Shell got sad. Then she started lolling with evil. There was no way I could kill Shell, and then I remembered that GLaDOS used to be Caroline, and that made me not want to kill her neither.
Bloody hell, Marissa, she's powering up.
Wheatley screamed from inside my jumpsuit, and I looked up and I saw Shell Gatos was floating in the air and electric stuff was coming out of her. I mouthed. That dumb engineer forgot to make it so only I got it the powers. I didn't know what to do now, and it seemed hopeless when I heard a sound.
Hey, Bits. Oh no, sorry. Hey, B asterisk. We're here for backup.
It was Atlas and Peabody.
Andy, why are you jerks helping me?
I asked while O-mouthing. God damn it. From the shock.
Because Shell GLaDOS is your half-sister, it's half your sister, and we don't like you, so we don't like Shell neither.
Atlas explained,
and I remember that you gave us the drugs and beer in the first place, so if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have drugs and beer.
Peabody added, and Atlas nodded like, yeah. We started to fire our portal guns at Shell Gatos, and then the portals combined to make a big portal black hole. Shell GLaDOS screamed as the GLaDOS parts were all sucked out of Shell. Once all of the GLaDOS was gone, we closed the portal and Shell fall down to the ground.
Shell, I saved you.
I ran to my sister and gave her a hug. And she died, like a color dye, in my arms.
No, Shell, my sister, you are died.
I cried so much, and Wheatley cried too because they were friends. Even Atlas and Peabody looked kind of sad. I put down Shell's body and stand up when there was a click-clack noise behind me.
Whoa, we took you to get your guard down, Marissa. Now die, be asterisk, 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 asterisk.
And headless people lulled and shot me in head. Marissa! Wheatley screamed, and everything got real black, and I died. To be continued. Oh no, Marissa has died. Can Wheatley save her? Find out in the next PS. I'm thinking of maybe writing a spin-up about Team Fortress 2 and Gabe Johnson and Caroline living in Portal High School. What do you guys think? Chapter motherfucking 13. Marissas Resurrection. Resurrection. Somebody once told me. Let's just keep going. This was the most bloody terrible thing. Oh wait, we gotta read this in a terrible British accent. This was the most bloody terrible thing ever. Marissa was died with a gun shoot to her sudden head, and blood and brains were all over her. I glared at Atlas and Peabody, who killed the one thing I loathed, and shouted, "You bloody buggers, I'm gonna wank you." But I didn't have arms, so I could not hurt them. So I was so mad. They ran off and away. Bloody suds.
Marissa, why didn't I was able to save you? I'm so
Sorry. And I cried bloody buckets of robot tears. It was the end, and I thought about committing suicide like GLaDOS did when a turret came up to me.
Go ahead and blow me some bloody brains out so I can be at peace.
I yelled loud at the turret.
No, I'm different. I am Oracle Turret, and I know how to make Marissa alive.
No bloody way, oh mouth. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I know the shook.
How can she laugh when her head so exploded?
A British dad. God fucking damn it. I Britished at him? Okay. For trying to get my hopes up. Remember, oh wait, no, let me turn on the SpongeBob voice. Whatever voice it was.
Remember that she has the special powers. One of them is that when she eats the zombie taters, instead of becoming a zombie, when she dies, she just becomes alive again.
It all made sense. The turret was bloody genius.
Come on, this one can go.
The Oracle turret ran fast, and I rolled on my rail right next to the zombie taters. Quickly, we grabbed up all of them and got back to Marissa's boy. I couldn't help but cry at the sight of my true love with her head all open and messy.
It's okay, Wheatley. Soon she will alive.
The turret made me more happy, and we started working the bugger and taters in Marissa's mouth. Then she started coughing, and all the blood we got healed.
Where?
She asked in the most beautiful voice in the whole Portal world.
Oh, Marissa, I thought you were bloody gone for wanking ever.
We hugged and kissed, and things was getting hot and heavy, so the Oracle turret left because he didn't want to see that kind of stuff.
Meanwhile, in the past,
Team Fortress 2 was mad and peeved at Gabe Johnson and his daughter Marissa Roberts for killing their leader Cave Johnson. They wanted everything special on Marissa, since without her, Gabe would not have been a hard fight.
We should write the mean things on her Facebook page.
The evil heavy dumped. No, you idiot. This is the past. Facebook isn't invented yet. The evil medic extricated. I don't know how to do a German accent, so I can't. I'm sorry. All of them was angry, but couldn't think of a way to revenge Marissa when the evil engineer got an idea.
I know. We will create an evil clone of Marissa and send it to the future and kill her.
Yippee-ki-yay!
That was the improv part. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a good plan. After school, the Teen Fortress all got it together at Evil Engineer's house and built the clone machine.
But don't we have DNA evidence?
Evil Sniper said in Saxa British accent. No, that's Australian. Marissa. Whoever wrote the story, I don't even fucking remember. That's an Australian. He comes from Australia. They have Australium. That is a mineral that makes them all smart. Why don't you go on over to Australia and eat a couple kangaroos? Because maybe then you'll gain some brain cells or some shit. I don't know fucking kangaroo physics. But the evil spy lolled and pulled out something.
I stole some of her hair, just in case we needed it for something.
He Frenched. God. He Frenched and gave Evil Engine the hair, and they started to clone Marissa. A few minutes later, the cloning was done, and a girl stepped out who looked kind of like Marissa, but more evil than me with angry face.
I am and I will kill Marissa Roberts.
To be continued. Oh no! Can Marissa stop her evil clown? I snorted. God damn it. Fuck. Find out next time on It's My Life. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out my other videos. There are also things. And if you want to watch this from the beginning, just click up in the top right corner and there should be an annotation there. If it's not there, I'm sorry. I forgot to put it there. It'll take you to the playlist. Click it. I mean, if it's there, click it.